shooting some video. We're going to do some mods to this old shit box over here. Show you guys 2004 Mustang GT, 5-speed manual, comp cam stage 2. BBK shorties, suspension's pretty much done. I have upper control arms, lower control arms on the back, lowering springs, and shocks that I pulled from my parts bin for my old Fox body build that I was doing, and just slapped them on here to get a little bit lower. On the rear, I have some 17-inch saline reps with 315 nittos, and on the front, I just got some 275 nittos that I'm going to slap on the fronts. Just got to do that. Front here, I have a Cervini Stalker 2 hood. Normally goes for about $900. I was able to get it for $350 off Marketplace, so that was a good little deal. Headlights, as you can see, those LED type headlights, I forget exactly what they're called. They're tinted. Absolutely shitty fucking light. It looks sick. It's got a Cobra front bumper with no fog lights, but we're going to do the fog lights here soon. What else is there? I got some interior shit. Interior is pretty mint. It's just a little few things I need to do. I got the new, I'll show you. I got these off eBay for $25. We'll see how they look pretty much like the stock ones. So hopefully they just pop right in and look good. This piece on the stock ones broke, so they just kind of dangle off. You'll see whenever I move you guys to the inside. What else is done to the interior? I got a D&D quick release steering wheel with the NRG setup. Basically because I'm fat, so it's kind of hard to get in and out of the car. And plus it looks better. Some people don't like the quick release setup without any harness bar or harnesses because you can fucking break your face. But we are going to eventually get a harness bar and harness setup. This car is not my daily driver, so I'm not too worried about it. I do like driving it to work every now and then. But that's what we got for now. I got other mods incoming. We're going to do the front suspension like I said, eventually later on down the road. And I'm kind of on the fence about where I want to go with this car. If you know anything about 2-valve Mustangs, you know that they are fucking dog shit slow. Great torque, you can spin the wheels and get it sliding. Terrible angle. So if you were going to go a drag car setup, you're slow. You want to go a drift car setup, you have terrible angle. So that's kind of where I'm in between of what I want to do. Drag car setup, it's going to take a lot to get this to where it needs to be. Some people say with the mods and all that shit, it should be around 300 wheel. That's not enough to really. My Ford Maverick could beat this in a race. So I'm thinking I'm along the lines of a drift car setup, guys. So let me know in the comments if you want to see a drift car setup, because there's some out there, but there's not a lot of videos on it. A lot of videos are like an already set up car. So if you guys want to see that, comment down below and let me know. I can pick up an angle kit for like $900, and that would be better than, you know, a lot of shit. You can do other stuff, but if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right, and I want it to look sick as fuck. So, yeah. There's other things, obviously, for a drift car, but I also got a radio I picked up from Best Buy. It's a Kenwood faceplate / radio. The one I have in it is an old Sony radio, and you can play like DVDs and shit in it. I have no use for that. It has no Bluetooth capability or anything, so this one has Bluetooth capability and all that shit, and it just looks kind of cleaner and more time period correct. So yeah. Alright, so as you can see here, this fucking shit, well, you might be able to see it, this shit's kind of just dangling there. Other side's not as bad because, you know, the passenger doesn't mess with it as much, but it's still dangling. So yeah, while I'm in here, before we do that, I'll just go over some of the interior. This is a Billet Works shift knob with the MGW shifter. I forgot to mention that. All in all, this setup is probably about 300-ish together. I like it. One problem with these cars is the transmission is pretty dog shit. This car has 166,000 miles on it, and it's probably a stock transmission. So when you're buying a used car, you don't really know how good the miles, like how the miles are on the car. Like you're buying a Toyota Camry from a grandma with 166,000 miles. It's probably going to be a lot better. This car was beat on. Like I said, it has a comp cam and all that shit on it. When I bought the car, it had some max speeding rods, lowering springs, and that type of thing. They're good for, you know, someone that's on a budget, but we're not really on a budget. I just want a sick-ass car to have for the weekends and to take the old lady out. So we're going to upgrade all that stuff. Like I said, we already upgraded that. I'm getting kind of off topic, but back to the transmission. This first to second gear grinds really bad unless you're at a stop. You drop the RPMs, you have to first, second. I had to usually roll from the light in second gear. So this is not a dig car. So that's another reason why this is probably not going to be a drag car. This will end up being a drift car. For now, like I said, I have the meaty setup on the back. It'll be fun for those weekend drives or whatever. But purpose-built drag car, no. Onto the steering wheel. I have that D&D steering wheel with the NRG quick release and some Amazon brand hub Kyostar. It works for what I needed it for at the time. It's pretty cheap. However, you can seal the internals of the steering wheel and steering column, so eventually I'll upgrade that, but for the time being it works. And like I said, this is recommended usually for somebody with a harness bar and harness setup. However, I have neither, and I don't care, and I have insurance, so we'll be alright. Alright, moving on. Alright, so let's see what we got here, fellas. Alright, so 2 Phillips screws and just your average run-of-the-mill clip. So let's see if I can get that bad boy off without breaking anything, mind you. That's the main goal, because that would be bad. I might actually, you know, this looks exactly like the eBay one now that I'm looking at it. So hopefully we don't run into the same issue. But they were $25 for the set, so that's alright. I've got a Phillips screwdriver. I actually had one in the back, so I didn't need to get out. But here we go. I popped off the top end. Like I said, it was just a regular old connector, so you won't struggle too much with that. I'm going to take off the switches then. Trying to fucking do this without stripping anything. That's the main goal. Alright, that one came out nice and easy. Always carry a magnetic tray for your hardware. It saves you a lot of time at the end of the day because you don't have to search for your hardware when you're done if you just set it anywhere. And if you're like me, you have a million things going on in your mind. So you tend to lose stuff. Alright, second screws out. Let's see if it just pops out. Oh, that shit. See, look at this wiring, or this wiring and all that shit. Quite cumbersome. That's a bunch of wires for just a couple switches. I'm not really gonna worry about it right now, just for sake of time and all that shit. Let's see. See, if you look here, it has these like two black things that kind of hold it in place. These like little stopper things. So I've never taken this apart, so I'm gonna pull it inside the car and try to figure it out. But if you look, I don't know how the lighting is. That thing right there, and then that thing, the little black stopper thing, are kind of preventing me from taking it out. So just bear with me. Got it. It took a little bit longer than I wanted to. But yeah, everything's taken apart. Now we'll move everything over to the other one. Alright. Hopefully it's true to size, so I don't have to do any trimming. That would be ideal. I'm pretty much mounted up. The old one kind of came off on the connector, and I was like messing with it and kind of, you know, swearing at the engineers, when in reality it was my fault. So yeah, always double check everything like that. Alright. Get it fitted up nice and tight-like. Alright, now we're cooking with oil, baby. Alright. So as you can see, it's installed. It's not the most perfect fit. Like there's still a gap down here, and it's still like flimsy and all that shit. But it looks better, and it's not coming out like it was. So that's definitely a positive. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side.
Alright guys, we really appreciate y'all stopping by and watching the video today. Feel free to comment and let Gary know anything that he possibly could have done better to make the job a little bit easier, or what you guys would have done. Feel free to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come. We really appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Later.